I'm in front of the real Brickhouse as they proudly are celebrating 17 years in business this month. We are at one of their newest locations at 1146 Waverley Street. Let's head on in and check it out. If you're looking for a place that lives and breathes fitness, you've just found it. I'm here with Paul Taylor.
Hey guys.
The founder of Brickhouse Gym. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem. So, where should we start?
Where do we start? We start where all the action happens. Let's head into the gym. So this is the front of the Waverley location. Like I said, we opened up here just under 2 years ago at this location. We opened in June. So we're another little anniversary coming up here, right?
Nice.
This location's great. It's 13,000 square feet. It's very deceiving when you show up in the front, but it's all broken into sections. So if you come with me down the hall here, the first thing you're gonna see is our boxing studio. This is called the Pocket. If you know what, if you know your boxing terminology, fighting in the pocket is when you get up nice and close and like there's no room to hide. So this room is very much built out that way. It's intimate, it's compact. We've got a competition size ring. We've got about 10 bags or so hanging. We run novice classes, youth classes, competitive team classes. So we've got fighters that train out of here for amateur sport or professionally. Yeah. It's a really cool place.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
All of our gyms feature boxing equipment and we run classes at all of them. This one probably has the most professional setup just because of the ring.
Right.
The ring makes a big difference. Okay. We do a lot of sparring and stuff here.
So there's no rings at the other ones?
Our new location on Madison will have a ring.
Yeah.
This is a great spot. And we got a cool little quote I put on the wall about a year and a half ago. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. And that is very true in many ways. And in boxing, that is no exception. So,
yeah, I love that.
Words to live by.
Yeah, that's amazing.
If you're a member, you can just use this.
Okay.
We have 2 tiers to our membership. We've got the Essential that gives you the 24/7 access. We do include some free classes and a personal training consultation for anyone that signs up with that. And then we have a second level, which is our Unlimited. And that includes the 24/7 access, but access to all of our classes. So anything that's a Brickhouse proprietary class, you have unlimited classes. So as we make our way down the hall, we got a couple extra washrooms in the front just to service these class areas if people need to quickly go and they don't want to go to the change room. A little canteen room here for the members if they need to mix up a protein shake, grab some water, maybe they just need to chat on the phone somewhere quiet.
Nice.
That's a spot for them.
You don't see that in a lot of gyms. This is like
and
a family workplace.
Yeah,
almost.
we're gonna build it out a little more over time.
Yeah.
You know, just add a few more amenities, but it's just a good chill place if you need to like get out of the gym for a sec, take a call.
Yeah,
you never know, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
This is the tunnel. This is our spin studio. So we run spin classes out of here. And then like spin hybrid programs as well, where they're maybe in the gym or on the floor and on the bike. Yeah. Stuff like that. They got the lights.
Awesome.
All the
and
glamour.
you got how many bikes here?
We got about a dozen set up, but we can beef up the room if we need to bring in a few more bikes as well.
Awesome.
It's definitely a good place to get your sweat on.
And there's how many classes are there a day for this?
The spin in the summer, it's always a little bit less.
Okay.
Because the attendance is less.
Right.
And then we'd love to get it ramped up eventually to the point where there's like 3 spin classes a day would be ideal. So we're not there yet with the spin. We're still building out. None of our other gyms have had spin as a product. So it's sort of a newer offering from Brickhouse.
Okay. Yeah. So only found at the Waverley location, spin class.
That's right.
In the tunnel.
Down this way, relax, repair, rebuild. This is a therapy area that we just built out. So if you make your way down here, we've got a couple of treatment rooms. Let's say if you're here to see like physio or athletic therapy, you maybe need some ultrasound or TENS or you need to get something wrapped or scraped.
And would they book that right through the Brickhouse or is it a separate?
It's a separate service. We're probably gonna have some stuff that's like proprietary Brickhouse, but we also have third-party contractors that'll work out of space. So just like a little add-on, again, something to try to make it a one-stop shop. Yeah. You know? So this is the open, more commercial part of the Waverley location. So all of our plate load machines, selectorized machines, dumbbells, all the cardio equipment. We probably have about 30 pieces of cardio on the floor. But 10 treadmills, however many ellipticals, stair climbers, bikes, airdynes.
There is literally everything.
Yeah, we got everything. We got everything. We got tons of machines. We shoehorned them in here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, we don't need a bunch of room to walk around. We live in the prairies. So that's easy to find. We want equipment. So we loaded the place up. Lots of stuff.
What would you say some of your most unique pieces of equipment?
We got some pretty cool plate loaded pieces. We've got a really wicked pendulum squat that I think you're going to take for a ride later. We've got this linear chest press.
Haven't seen that.
We've got the scissor pull down here. We've got the belt squat, the pit shark style belt squat. We got 65 feet of turf.
Yeah.
With a sled. You know, we got lots of cool stuff.
It's everything.
We're not really missing anything. Like, over the years, like, I just would acquire, and then, like, at this location, so popular pieces like for legs would be like quad extension. We have 2. Hamstring curl, seated. We have 2, 1 prone. Squat racks on this floor. There's 2 with the Smith. But then if you go into the Forge, which is the next little, it's like a gym inside of a gym. It's like a love letter to bodybuilding, powerlifting. It's old school.
Okay.
It's rugged. It's like,
love it.
It's like the heart of Brickhouse, right? Like, this is a more professional look out here.
Is that kind of like the original Brickhouse?
That's the vibe.
Okay.
Right? That's like the heart, right? So, like, this part is like, we kind of had to grow up and be professional, maybe put on a suit every now and then. But then in there, that's all our tattoos, you know?
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
So lots of neat pieces here. Dumbbells up to 150 pounds at all locations. You know, so if you want to lift heavy dumbbells, we have them. You know, we don't want them collecting dust. We want them to move around. So just make sure to re-rack those suckers.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get a workout, re-rack your weights.
That's right, re-rack your weights. So then we make our way into the Forge. So like I was saying, the Forge is like the, you know, it's got that rugged attitude of no nonsense, results, focus and driven, hardcore vibe. And if you're down with that, then come on in.
Let's go.
So this is the Forge. So in here, you'll see all your Olympic weightlifting. You'll see lots of powerlifting. We've got, purposely, I put this old school bodybuilding piece in the middle. This thing's from the 70s. This is something that back in the day, Arnold, Louis would have banged away on, Frank Zane, my old gym class. Like, this is the old school thing, but this thing's dynamite. That leg press right there will blow up your quads. It looks ridiculous. It works amazingly. It stacks over 500 pounds.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So I love it. Some people look at it, they don't know what to do with it, but the pieces of gym equipment that are in here, like selectorized, I made sure to keep it old school. So we got the old school tech deck. We got the old Pulse equipment. You know, that's a throwback, because Pulse is from Winnipeg.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything in this room is newer than 10 years.
Yeah, no, it's all
like,
old school.
which
like,
is cool.
Our combo racks are brand new. Our plates are brand new.
But the vibe.
The vibe's old school. And then this is where we hit it hard with the graffiti. So different local artists doing all the different walls. So we got our Ninja Turtles. We've got our thing. We got lots of Brickhouse tags, lots of like positive reinforcement, like just.
And I noticed different music in here than outside.
Yeah.
So
it's just so like I said, it's a gym inside a gym. Right? Like, if some people come to this location and they never leave this room, this is where they train.
Right.
They come in here, they do their barbells, they do their machines, you know, they do their cardio, but they, like, this is where they
don't do cardio, don't
They don't do cardio, They go for a walk. So for some people, this is their Brickhouse experience. And then for some people out there is. And then for someone like me, I hit both, and then I go to all 3 locations. Yeah. You know, because every location, I'd be happy to have you tour the other ones. The vibe is totally different.
Really?
Like, we're not cookie cut. I don't want it to be that way. If I open 10 gyms or 20 gyms, I want them to all be unique, right? I want them to match their neighborhood. I want them to just, it's boring if it's all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right? You want a cool vibe everywhere you go, because, like, this might resonate really well with that guy or her. Yeah. But then that might resonate really well with someone else. Yeah. And then vice versa with the other locations.
Yeah.
Or likewise.
Definitely caters to a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you want
And you said a gym within a gym. It's like 3 gyms within a gym.
Well, that's true too. But like, as far as like being able to come in and strength train,
Right.
it's a gym inside a gym. But yeah, the pocket.
Yeah.
Some like we got kids that come for youth classes. All they do is box. They come here, they box. They never touch a weight.
Right.
You know, but when they're older, maybe they'll fall out of love with boxing. They're like, I don't want to punch people anymore. I've gotten too good at that.
But they love the gym.
But they love the gym. Maybe now all of a sudden, oh, now I want to start powerlifting. I want to start Olympic lifting. Or I want to start bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Right. The sky's the limit. So
you can stay at the Brickhouse.
Your gym life experience can't just be, I mean, people can do whatever they want, but I don't think it should just be one modality.
Yeah.
Because that gets stale, it gets boring, and then you start, if you get good at it, which everybody wants to get good, eventually you start to dread it. You know, if all you do is squat, bench, and deadlift, eventually you're gonna blow out your back, you're gonna hurt your knees, your shoulder's gonna bug you, you're gonna get your labrum repaired. I'm speaking from experience, by the way. You might be like, okay, well now I'm just gonna like totally move to the left or the right, and I'm gonna go box. Or I'm gonna go and do Olympic weightlifting, or I'm just gonna do some bodybuilding, or I'm just gonna do whatever that isn't that one thing. So I think the variety is the spice of life. You need to know how to cook, but the only way to learn how to cook is to use different ingredients. So
I love that. And do you think that that is what's contributed to your success and how you've been able to be in business for 17 years?
Possibly stubbornness.
Beat a pandemic?
Yeah, I beat the pandemic purely by stubbornness. You know, a lot of people failed with the pandemic because they looked at it like it was an investment. Obviously, it is my job. It's my primary source of income. But like, I love this industry and I love training, and like I'll work out till I'm dead. Yeah. You know, and hopefully leave a handsome corpse. Yeah. So like my gyms are really important to me, right? And that's why I survived the pandemic, because I endured, right? It was just one more test.
Yes. Passionate Paul.
Passionate Paul. There you go. I'm a father now, right? Like, so.
The Brickhouse isn't your average gym. It's a no-nonsense, result-driven environment built for serious lifters and athletes and anyone ready to push their limits. If that sounds like you, come take advantage of their special offer. If you sign up before May 31st, you won't pay again until September 1st. What are you waiting for?